These are troubling times for Turks, increasingly concerned about terrorism, the economy, and souring relations with Russia. A very different picture from just a few months ago. Election night, June the 7th, and a major political upset. For the first time, a predominantly pro-Kurdish party wins enough votes to enter parliament.
Buna layık bir çalışmayı yürüteceğiz.
The HDP took votes from the ruling AK party, which lost its majority for the first time since coming to power 13 years ago. Without that necessary parliamentary majority, President Erdogan was forced to shelve plans to introduce an executive presidency.
Etnik sorun değil, terör sorunu vardır.
Political parties failed to form a coalition. Turkey entered political limbo. Investors were spooked. The Turkish lira tumbled. In July, the PKK unilaterally ended a 2-year-old ceasefire. And then, on July 20th, this. A bombing in Suruç that changed everything. Activists who were planning to rebuild the Syrian town of Kobani were targeted. Turkey blamed Daesh, but PKK terrorists killed 2 Turkish police officers, accusing them of collaborating with Daesh. The peace process was over. Turkey went after Daesh, bombing targets in Syria for the first time and rounding up suspects in Turkey. It went after the PKK too, hitting targets in southeast Turkey and northern Iraq. Over the year, a record 600,000 refugees, mostly Syrians, left Turkey's shores for Europe. A picture of Aylan Kurdi, the little boy who drowned, touched the world. In October, the worst terror attack in modern Turkey's history. A pro-Kurdish peace rally was bombed. Turkey blamed Daesh. Just 3 weeks later, with security and stability on everybody's mind, the AK party won a snap election, regaining a parliamentary majority. 2 weeks later, Turkey hosted the G20 summit in Antalya, but it was overshadowed by the attacks in Paris. And a handshake with Putin was about to be undone. Turkey shot down a Russian bomber for allegedly straying into its airspace, but Moscow said it was shot down over Syria, and President Putin called it a stab in the back. Autumn bites in the Mediterranean. Turkey and the European Union finally strike a deal after a summer of chaos. Turkey promised to hold back refugees in return for more than $3 billion of financial support, possible visa-free access for Turks, and help with its EU membership negotiations. December, and another diplomatic spat. Turkish troops entered northern Iraq under a deal to train Peshmerga forces fighting Daesh. But Baghdad calls it a breach of sovereignty and complained to the UN Security Council. And so Turkey looks to 2016. With the AK party back in charge, the political limbo may be over. But many political, security, diplomatic and economic challenges remain ahead. Matthew Moore, TRT World, Ankara.